World building tip. Consider hair. This is kind of a follow-up from the Dungeon Meshi hair video, but I felt that it needed its own expansion. Hair is kind of an overlooked aspect of world building. Sure, different colors of hair are often used, and it's a well-trodden aspect of character design and creation, but there are certain aspects of hair that many books take for granted. For example, hair length. Different hairstylings like top knots are often used in world building, but rarely is the length of the hair questioned. It's pretty much always the standard Western idea of long hair being feminine and short hair being masculine. Now, women in stories get to have their hair length played with a bit more than guys, due to short hair girls often being a shorthand for that's the tomboy. But many cultures in fantasy and science fiction still follow the idea of long hair being more feminine and short hair being more masculine. Part of this is character design coding, but I think it's something that should be played around with a bit more. On a similar note, something you can do with world building when it comes to hair is how the various cultures view it. For example, there is a culture in South America that views body hair as the difference between people and animals. I wish I could find the name of this culture again. I learned about it in anthropology classes, but my notes on that are buried deep, and search engines have not been very useful in this regard. Regardless, these people view body hair as undesirable, because the more of it you have, the closer you are to animals. So they will painstakingly pluck every single hair from their body except that on their head and I think their eyebrows. This is in direct contrast to many cultures around the world, but the one that stands out to me the most is Confucian China. In the eras of Chinese history where Confucian ideology held a great deal of sway, it was basically illegal to cut your hair. This was because your body wasn't seen as belonging to you, but to your parents. You may have heard of this if you watched any of Zhiran Zhao's videos about Mulan, but oftentimes it was only criminals who would have their hair forcibly cut. Though that does make me wonder about nails. Were there rules about cutting them since they too would belong to your parents? My initial cursory research hasn't yielded any results. Regardless, check out how other cultures around the world have used and viewed hair. And think about how you might implement those ideas into your own world building.